Daf Lam Gimel Amud Beis by the Mishnah. A little bit behind.
Don't forget, Lulei Nishmash.
Lulei Nishmash. Shmuel ben Yosef Nata. Shmuel ben Yosef Nata. Today's refreshments. Oh, Gershon is here. Good morning, Gershon. This is a little crooked. No. I'm fix the crookedness. A special shout. I didn't realize that my son watches the shir, because yesterday I said over a story about my son, and all of a sudden he writes me, thanks for the shout out. So, Shalom Aleichem Aaron. Another son, I want to say, look at this. I bought a machine. Remember, I was discussing the 3D printer for the shir that my son is going to learn. So he made this 3D. Wow. This is the first piece that he made out of plastic. Wow. So Be'ez Hashem, when it comes to Masechta Shabbos, Erev, and
If you turn around the other way to read the
shout outs to my sons, also to Sam as well, another guy that's part of the story that just wrote me this morning. Thanks for the story. Okay, Zok the Mishnah. Benois Zdukim. Up until now we were discussing Kusim. Now we're talking about Zdukim. Zdukim are different than Kusim. Kusim were Goyim that became Gerim, whether they're Geri Emes, Geri Aroyos. Now we're talking about Zdukim, they're Jews. They went off a little bit. They don't believe in the Torah Shabbat Peh. Zok the Mishnah, when they act like their fathers, in other words, they don't believe in the Torah Shabbat Peh, they have halacha like Kusiyos. What's a Kusis? A Kusis is a woman who is not makbid on the Hilchas Niddah like we know them, so therefore she's always in a state of Niddah, and therefore their husbands are Bayale Niddah. But if a Kusis who's Jewish and decides to go like the regular Jew, Harem ki Israelios, then they have halacha like every other Jew. The opposite. Rabbi Yossi says no. A stam tzedukis has a halacha of a Jew unless you know otherwise. You have to assume that a Jew is a Jew unless you see that they're noyeg differently. And we're going to see in the Gemara why he says that. Zog the Gemara iboilu. Stomamai. What if you don't know? You don't know if it's dukis is this way or that way. Stop. Tashma. Perhaps we can prove it from the beginning of the Mishnah. It says in the Mishnah, if they choose to go in their father's bad ways, they have halacha of a kusi. It's mashma hostamaki Israelis. Okay, that's a great diuk. The problem is that we have the same exact diuk in reverse from the second part of the Mishnah. It says that if they chose to be good, like a good Jew, then they have halacha of a Jew. And it's mashma that if we don't know, the halacha is that they are kusis. So from here we can't bring any rice at all from our Mishnah, because we could be medayik both ways. Tashma. This not Rabbi Yossi Omer Loilam Henki Yisrael Achi Fishu Lechz B'Darka say it. It says at the end of the Mishnah that Rabbi Yossi holds. Wait a minute. If they are stam, we have to assume that they are full-fledged Yidden. L'maisa they're Jews. Just they have bad minhagim. So this is in fact a good raya from the Sefer. That Rabbi Yossi says, we take it for granted that they are Jewish unless we know otherwise. And it seems like Chacham are Mechulik, and therefore we have a raya that Stam Kusis, Stam Zdukis is like a Kusis. Maisa, there's a story. Maisa B'Zduki Echot Shesiper Kohen Gadol Bashuk. There was a Tzduki that was talking to the Kohen Gadol. He imagined the Kohen Gadol in the marketplace outside the Beis Hamikdash. He's wearing his regular clothing. I don't think, no. We'll go back to it, we'll see. You know, sometimes people speak and they spit at each other. A piece of spit came, flew onto the Kohen Gadol's begadim. He started
freaking out.
I don't know if you can say it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Shkoyach was saying it for me. Yeah. He didn't know what to do with himself. So he figured like this: if I ask this tzduki in front of me if his wife is a niddah, he's gonna lie to me. He sees that I just turned pale, I turned colors. So what did he do? He ran real quickly to the guy's wife, and he asked her, "Are you like a kusis that you're makbid on yellow dam? And if so, you're always in a state of niddah." Even though we are, or hein, anu is better. The Shah says, even though we are tzedukiyos, misyos min aprushim, we are concerned from the Talmid Chachamim, Umaris dam Chachamim, for the people that are makbid and tahiris are makbid, and therefore we always show our maris to the Chachmei Yisrael. Therefore we are not in a state of niddah. Omer Rabbi Yosi, and this is Rabbi Yosi. Is this the same question you want to ask before?
No.
This is a new one. Okay, so hold it. Omer Rabbi Yosi, b'kimanu behem Yosi min hakoil. Rabbi Yosi from the Mishnah, who says that a tzedukis is always like a Yisraelis. Why? Until we know that they are different. He says, look, I live in their neighborhood, says Rashi. B'kimanu behem Yoser min hakol, I know them better than anybody else. V'hein maru izdam chachamim, and their minig is to always show their blood to the chachamim. Chutz mi sha'achas, there's once a woman, she lived in our neighborhood, and she dropped dead. So kids, there's one woman, she doesn't exist anymore, she's gone. All the other women, they are makbid to show their dam to chachamim, and memela, they're all begeder to hayros, and memela, they were makbid like everybody else, and that's it. They went to? They went to the Mekel Ra? They were Mekel compared to them. Exactly. It makes sense to go to the Chacham. As the Gemara, okay. Forget about the fact that the tzdukim go to the mikvah and they don't go to the mikvah, but at the end of the day, the tzdukim must be an amaretz. If he's amaretz, his spit has a halacha that it's metama. So the Kohen Gadol is in trouble anyways. What good is it that the Kohen Gadol went to the wife? We're talking about a tzduki that was makbid on tahiris. As the Gemara Amarava, another month, Natan, you're going to have your seed, you're not going to have to worry about it. Akoya b'seider. B'tzduki chaver, Amarava, tzduki chaver, boil niddah, mashvislei. Wait a minute. So the same question that we had yesterday. You're telling me that this, we're talking about a special type of tzduki, a tzaddik that's makbid on tahiris, and all of a sudden you're worried that he's a boil niddah? If he's so makbid on tahiris, he'll be makbid on his wife's niddah, not to become tamei. It's hainu hach. Not because he's a tzaddik, because if a person is makbid on tahara and making sure that the truma that he touches is not tamei, one of the things he needs to make sure is that his wife is not a niddah. So he's going to be makbid to show all the damim to the chachamim and not start with yellow, and memeli won't have an issue. Elo Amarava, Rabbi Yisai, if you just came for this halacha, it's kedai. I don't know if the Olam knows this halacha. Regel hava, it was yantif, the shalish regalim. V'tumas amaretz b'regel v'tahar shavin rabbanon. There is no tumah when it comes to yantif. You hear this? On yantif, when people are oile regel to Yerushalayim, everybody's equal. The Gemara Nevuchim says that it's a thing of achdus. Why does Klal Yisrael all come to Yerushalayim together? Because it's achdus. So the Amaratzim and the Chacham have to get together. They're like one. Achdus. The girls 7 days boy. And after that, she is tar for 33 days, 66 days. Another case, let's say she sees yellow dam. And then she turns into Meitzeras. Yeah? A woman gives birth, she's in her tahara days. She's mutter to her husband. And she becomes a Meitzeras. She sees Tzeras on herself, she becomes a Meitzeras. What halacha status does this dam have? Is the dam, she's mutter to her husband, but she's a Meitzeras. Is it liquids that come out of her guf? Because Meitzeras, as we're going to see later, her spit and her meraglaim are tamei. So what about this dam that's not even dam, it's yellow? If she went to Rav and said, am I tamei, he's going to say you're tar, because it's yellow. But l'maisa, It's liquids that come out of her guf.
And she's got tzaras.
And she has tzaras. Because she has tzaras, it's liquid that comes out of her guf. Maybe they should be tamei. Zok Bishamai, no, she's completely tar. And Basil says no, she's tamei if they are moist. Okay? This is liquid, this is dam that's in her tahara days that shouldn't do anything to her halachically. She could be with her husband, but because she's a matziras, even though she's in her tahara days, it should have halacha like meraglaim. No worse than meraglaim than a matama.
And then we time it for one day. Tzaras.
No, tzaras is different. You're talking about ziva.
No, but how you're saying that the
Whatever.
text from the Torah is matama.
Yeah.
For how long?
I don't know. Whatever the sugi of tzaras says.
We don't.
You're supposed to know. You went through Shas twice. You have to know the stuff.
First you have to bring it's not that she becomes tamei.
The dam, yeah, the dam itself. I'm talking about the dam. I said the dam.
It's
Somebody
tamei.
touches it.
If somebody touches the dam, right.
First is something where
Zok the Mishnah Beishamai mitaharim. Beishamai say that the dam is tahar. Even though it's dam of a goy, it's tahar. Why? Because Nachamal, the goy themselves have halacha. A goy, as we're going to see, they themselves, the guf has halacha like a zav or a zava. We once had it. We're worried about kids, our kids, associating with their kids, and problems with mishkav zachar v'chulu. So we said they are zava, the zavim, zavais. But what about the dam itself? The dam itself, does it have tumah? Bishami says no. We have to make a distinction between a goy and a yid, and the dam is tar. That it has a halacha like roik, like the spit, and just like spit, only when it's moist is a tamei. That is its heker. The fact that I tell you that a goy's dam is only tamei when it is moist, that's a nice enough heker for me, because when it's dry, it's not tamei. And by a Jew, there's no difference between lach and yavesh, and I have a heker. Another category. What about a woman who just gave birth and she could go to the mikveh but she didn't? Bishamai over here say, very interesting, that when a woman is tamei for 14 days, let's say, she gave birth to a girl 14 days. On day 15, Bishamai hold that the dam is completely tar. Why? Because it doesn't have to do with her going to the mikveh. It has to do with the days. It has to do with the yomim. So now we're holding past the day that it's tamei, day 15. So the dam is tar. Nevertheless, they say it's tamei, like we'll make it gzeira. We'll give it tumah. But Basil hold mitame lach v'yovish. It's so tamei midorais, it's tamei. Forget about gzeira. Why? Because it's tolling going to the mikveh. She didn't go to the mikveh. It's day 15. There's no mikveh. She's in Siberia, so her dam is tamei because it's tolling days and mikveh. And she didn't go to the mikveh yet. So even day 16, 17, 18, day 33, in middle of the tahara days, the dam is tamei like any other dam, says Basil, and therefore it's tamei v'yovish, lach v'yovish. Umoidim, and Bishamai admit, b'yirledes bezoiv shimitama. That means that if a woman gave birth in these days right over here, she's a niddah, and after niddah she went to the mikveh. Then over here you have 11 days of ziva, and she happened to see dam for 3 days in a row. She became a zava g'doila, and then she gave birth, let's say in day 5. There's a little bit of a hefsek, so we're not going to say that this dam has anything to do with her giving birth. It's not labor pain. It's a pure birth. Then what happens? She gives birth in this week. Now she has to keep 14 days of tumah because she gave birth to a girl. When she's done with the 14 days of tumah, she has to start all over again and have zayin nikim, because you cannot count the zayin nikim as part of the 14 days. Now, yeah, we learned that. You were in America. You're saying, psh. Zog the Gemara. No? You don't remember Zallah? Okay, that's a full-fledged tumah d'oraisa. Those 7 days, Rabbi Isai, are real tumah. It's not a gzeira d'rabbanan. She can't go to the mikveh yet because she has to keep zayin nikim. If she sees dam in those 7 days, full-fledged tumah. Ask the Gemara. V'les lulu beishamai dabel b'nei Yisrael v'amata aleim ish ki yezov b'nei Yisrael mitamim b'ziva v'nei agoyim mitamim b'ziva. What does it say? Dabel b'nei Yisrael. The whole parsha of Ziva is only said to a Jew and not to a goy. And memela what? But we have to continue. This is a gzeira, the rabbanon, that a goy is a zav, that we shouldn't associate with a goy. Memela. Why did Bishamai say that the dam is tahar? Amiloch Bishamai. Heichi leved. What should we do? L'tam elach v'yovesh asisay kishel Torah. You can't treat the dam like a Jewish dam, because then people are going to be confused and say that if it's tamei in all forms, in moist and salad, then people are going to say, oh, the guy touched the truma, it's tamei like a niddah touches it, and let's burn it. They're going to get confused. We are going to get confused. Let's do what Basil say. Basil say that the dam, I'm going to make a special heker. Everybody in the world knows that a goy's dam is only tamei when it's moist. So a Jew right away makes a cheshbon. Wait. The Jewish dam is tamei when it's yavish. So why is the goy's dam tamei when it's lach? They're different. It's not. It's only the rabbanan the gzeira. Okay, but I can't do that. Why? Now people are going to confuse the dam niddah of the Torah. People are going to say, just like the goy's dam is only tamei when it's moist and not when it's salad, they're going to come to confuse salad dam of a Jew. And they're going to say that the salad dam of a Jew is not tamei, just like they're going to associate it with the goy. The halachas are going to confuse them. So Memela, what did Bishamai say? No tumah at all. By goy's dam, no tumah at all. They themselves, the goyim, are tamei. We look at a goy, oh, tumah the goy, oh, shake it. But his dam is tar. Yachi, roiko memi raglei nami. Wait a minute. You have to be careful. You're telling me that it's going to confuse you. The dam of a goy is going to confuse you. So the meiraglaim of a goy should confuse you also. Let's take away all the halachas of meiraglaim of a goy. How come meiraglaim of a goy are matama? We already have a heker. Everybody knows goyim are different. Their dam is tar, according to Beishamai. Memela, I can make a gzeira on their meiraglaim and their roik. Frag the Gemara, why to do fakir? Who told you which one to pick? Make a heker. Say all their meiraglaim is tar 100%, if for the heker part, and then their dam should be tamei. So the Gemara, roika, what is there more of? There's more roik and more meiraglaim. Roika meiraglaim, the shchichi gazur b'rabbanon. It's better for us to say all the spit of a guy and meiraglaim are tamei. Dam is not a shchiach. A person goes to the bathroom every day. So Memela, it's more a shchiach. We made a gzeira on that. Omar Rava, Zoivoi, Tomei, Afilu B'Shamai. So now we're going in. I didn't have time to blow up this chart, unfortunately. But believe me that it says over here, we did these three. And now we're going to be talking about the ziva of a goya, the ziva of a goy, and the carry of a goy. They're very similar. Right? So we have the ziva of a goya. She's tahar according to Beishamai, and according to Basil, only lach. The same thing like we said by the dam of a goy, right? Ziva and dam are the same. And then you have the ziva of a goy. The ziva of a goy is tamei according to everybody. Oh, we'll see. And the carry of a goy is completely tar according to everybody. What's the pshat? The pshat is because we need a heker. Just like before we said that the dam of a goy is completely tar for a heker. So over here we're saying the carry of a goy is completely tar. Now I know, wait a minute. Jewish carry is very, very tamei. We had yesterday, it's metame, you touch it. If it comes out of a woman, it's metame, it's mafsik, the whole thing. No, carry of a goy is tar. So now I say, wait a minute. If carry of a goy is tar, that's a tremendous heker for me. Now I can make a ziva tamei. Omar Rava, Zoivoi Tomei Afilu Beishamai. Bishamai, who say that by the dam of a goy is tar, the ziva is tamei, carrier tar, and Beisilo that are always machman. They say lach is tamei. Over here they're going to say that his carry is tar. The fact that his carry is tar, that tells me we're dealing with a guy, and the guy is different than us. We don't want goyish about carries touching our fruit, and then we're going to be burning our fruit, our truma. We don't want to burn the truma because it's only the rabbanon. So we have to make a hecker. We have to say, stop, don't burn anything. They're different than us. Right? If everybody in the street was walking around that a balkari is tummy to the fullest degree, goyim, yidin, and thing, eventually after a few years we're going to forget the halacha and we're going to say, a balkari is a balkari, doesn't matter goy or yid. If an Arab balkari touches every Arab in the street is a balkari, right? No, none of them went to the mikvah. And I have my sandwich, I have my thing, he touches it, that's it, I have to throw it out.
Never go to the shuk and buy vegetables.
Exactly. Very good. All our stuff is tamei. So we have to make a hecker and say, no. Arabs, goyim are different. Their carry is completely tar. Memela, once I know that, then I could say their ziv is tamei. Because now I have a hecker in my head. I make a differentiation in my head. So now the same question as before. Who told you which one to pick? To make keri tar and ziva tamei, make ziva tar and keri tamei. Over here, we need to use our heads. This is amazing. Ziva is a disease. It just comes out of the goof without you asking for it. Without any action, it just comes out, flows out. Memela, Rabbanan had to be geyser on it. Kiryo the tali b'maisa. Carry only comes out if a person takes action. There's no gzeira. So there's an amazing Taisus Harosh. I don't claim to understand it, and I'm just saying it over because maybe somebody could give me a little bit of a behirus here. The Taisus Harosh says that the exact opposite of what you would think.
Because it's telling them they weren't
geyser.
Why not?
Oh, so I'm explaining that. The Taisus Harosh sticks in here that you would think, what's more shechiach, keri or ziva? You would say keri is more shechiach. Ziva is a disease. Keri, every guy is about keri. Says the Taisus Harosh, no. Since it's totally in a maisa, then in hilchos shechiach, it's not shechiach. It takes away from the shechiach. Something that happens on its own, that's considered common, and something that's dependent on human intervention, that's not considered common. It's not a shaila in mitzias, what's more common and what's less common. It's a shaila in halacha. If you have to come on to human intervention, then it's not common, says the Taisus Harosh. If somebody has a geshmaka hesber here, how to explain the Taisus Harosh, I'll greatly appreciate it.
It wasn't the reason
Not
why people had
taking
Zav
into
was a lot.
consideration of being common or not common, because it's totally the mindset.
Because I have the ability to make it not common.
That comes on its own.
You starting from today? What's common, what's not common? Where are you starting?
No, I have the ability to make it not common.
You have the ability to make it not
Because
common.
it's in my hands
Right.
to make it not common.
So now you see a new yisod in common, not common. It's not a mitzias. It's not 99% of goyim are balikari and only 1% of goyim are ziva, and that makes it common, not common. Over here, it's because you have the ability to change it and not change it, then it's not common. Human intervention ruins it. Okay, fine. It's a new yisod. It's
The
shchiach.
ability, not number one. And also, when it comes to ziva, there's a reason that I'll say it was a lot of do mishkav. That's what caused.
That's keri.
No, ziva.
Ziva is a different
Ziva
thing.
was something with the sickness was
Really?
Came out, yeah, the Greeks had it.
A lot of ziva.
Yeah,
Okay,
because there was
I'm not
zafa.
familiar with that.
And that's so it's government. It's also something that's government.
Okay.
So I don't know why the Gemara is saying that happens by itself.
But-
it's not. It's a government. It's a teitzah
Yeah, but it's still
of
by
something
itself.
that
It's still by itself.
they
It's still
do.
today when they already have this disease in their body, was there human intervention? The fact that he was a mishkav zacher 5 years ago and that's why he has the disease, that's not interhuman. Yeah,
Let's go to a slightly different angle of the Taisus Harosh.
Yeah, what does he say?
Okay.
Oh.
because he says the rabbis regarded semen as a substance less subject to rabbinical control than a substance that comes out of his own accord. They're not treated exempting from the decree.
No, but this is see
Because
None of it's subject to rabbinical control by Goyim.
Therefore,
Rabbanon don't want to have to do with it. Not because it's shchiach and not shchiach. He doesn't stick in shchiach with it. Okay.
The Rabbanon don't want to have an oversight committee over Zava. The rabbinical oversight committee. They don't want to do with it.
Yeah.
Thank you to Yaakov for fixing all the YouTube watchers don't have to complain about that.
Ah, very nice. The pet peeve of some of the people, the Mufunakim in California, they had complaints that there were a few people said. Actually, a guy wrote a comment and he said that he doesn't like the fact that can we fix the cracks behind me. So when David from California was here, I said somebody complained. He goes, "Let me guess, it's the things behind you." Okay, anyway, because it bothers them also. I hear. But in the new base matters, Be'ez Hashem, we're not going to have the thing. Just an update. If somebody, Yaakov is here. Shkoyach Yaakov. Yaakov spent the day yesterday painting and fixing v'chulu. Shkoyach Yaakov. Update in the base medrash. Air conditioners are in. Two Mitsubishis are in and covered already with plastic by Yeshua. The drywall is coming in. The stone on the side already holding by the 6th row. What else? The stairs are in. The stairs are in, not the way we want them, but the metal stairs are in, so you don't have to climb up a ladder.
Coffee machine is in.
The coffee machine is going to be ordered today. Me and Gary and I, remember Gary going to Tel Aviv to Tarucha with Robert Links. And we're going to pick out a 50,000 shekel, the nicest one with a screen. Right, Gary? I'm not messing around. We're going today. Okay. Rabbi Isai, Derech Agav. Somebody in the share, he doesn't want me to say his name, told me a Moirdik Marshall. He said, if Mashiach came today and said, let's build the Beis HaMikdash, everybody would be very upset if one person would take over. If Rechnitz from California said, I'm paying for the whole thing, I could do this, everybody would want to be a shutuf. The coffee machine, everything was taken. We're leaving the coffee. Whoever wants to sponsor a 50,000 shekel coffee machine, no, I'm giving the schus. It's a one day only. I am going to take the schus for myself. I'm telling you right now. I want to build a whole Beis HaMikdash for myself. Zok the Gemara.
According to legend, the Beis
Let's go. We only have
down from the sky, completely built.
yeah.
With the name.
talking about coming down from the sky. Gary has a thing. I'm fighting with him. He still wants Gary wants the cameras to come down from the ceiling every day. He says, what business is setting up the camera? You push a button, it comes down. He says he looked it up in B&H. They have the whole thing. It's only $10,000. If somebody wants to sponsor that, I have no problem. Okay. So the Gemara. Is it true that the carry of a guy is nothing? It's completely tar. It says, unfortunate Maisa, a Goya was with a Jew, and all of a sudden Zerak from a Jew comes out. Tmeya, who's Tamei? No way. Says Rashi, look at the bottom, the last line of Rashi, Kibehema Ba'alma. So I looked in the article, I was curious to see what the articles say on this Rashi. The article, of course, say, a guy is Tamei. They ignore this whole Behema Ba'alma business. Fine. It's a very strong lashon to say in English. I'll go upon him. She has no tumah. Guy cannot be Tamei, Rabbi Isai. So what does Tmeya mean? Tmeya means the zera that comes out of her as a tumah of a yid. It's a yid zera. So male it's Tamei. Ubas Yisrael Shepalta. Here, okay, hold on. Is it the rise of the Rabbanon? Ubas Yisrael Shepalta Shikva Zera Min Anochri. And what about the reverse? The guy zera is in her. Tahira. You see mefurish that what? Zera is tar from a goy. Says the Gemara is not a good raya. My love tar gemura. Perhaps you'll say from here you can bring a raya tar mamish. Lo tar midaraisa to maybe the rabbanon. You don't see anything from here, but over here you do see tashma. Nintei soat oimer. Shich bazer Yisrael to maybe b'chol makoim. Over here it repeats it. Vafilu b'mei goya. If this Jewish zera inside a goya. So if the zera of a Jew is inside a goya, it's completely tamei. And the reverse, if the goy zera is in her, in Israel, is completely tar. What does it say here? If you have zera of a goy, and his mei raglaim are mixed into the zera, then it's tummy. Now what does that mean? Meiraglaim of a goy atar. So what does it mean? That it's tummy midrabanan. If there's meiraglaim in the zera, it's tummy midrabanan. Meaning if there's no meiraglaim in the zera, it's tar midrabanan. So we see from here Moridik Araya that even midrabanan zera is tar. We want to say, is there a tar midrabanan? Goy zera tar midrabanan midrabanan. Even midrabanan is tar because it says mefurish that what? Chutz meiraglaim sheba. That if it has meiraglaim, it's tamei. V'chitei mochanami tar midrabanan avu tamei midrabanan. Otu meiraglel midrabanan midim tamu. Meiraglaim is only midrabanan. Elo, we're talking, the whole Bryce is talking about midrabanan. Shema minot, Torah afinu midrabanan. And we the part that says that she's tar the zera is also midrabanan. Shema minot moridik araya. Omar Mar, Shich vazer sheYisrael tmei b'chol mokom afilu b'mei goya. The zera of a Jew, it doesn't matter where it is, it's always tamei. Tifshay the boy Rapapa. Rapapa had a very, very interesting question. What's his question? Is the body of a goy, does it work differently than a body of a Jew? Why? Because you didn't have mitzvahs. And maybe their mitzvahs cause them to think too much and to be worried about the averos and the mitzvahs, and it heats up the body to the degree that the zera becomes masriach and a goy not. That's his kasha. The boy Rapapa Shich zera sheYisrael b'mei goya mao. If it's inside the goy, how many days do you have? Within 3 days, like we see in Har Sinai, that it's totally in 3 days. Why 3 days, Rabbi Isai? Because after 3 days, it's masriach, it rats. So what if it rats? Zera has to be capable of producing. And if it's dead, it's rat, it's not zera. What happens by a goy after 3 days? Yisrael, the daigib mitzvahs, they're worried about the mitzvahs. Chava gufay, the body is hot to masriach and a rat. The goy the daigib mitzvahs, the chava gufay masriach. Since the guy eats all these weird things, they also have the same body, the masriach, teku. It's one of these kashas, I have no answer.
It's like under rotzim, the name rotzim. Then we're all masriach, the question is because of
On a rotzim, name rotzim. They're rotz with the shrotzim, and we're rotzing with the Torah mitzvahs. Givaldik. But we're all sweating, we're all hot after the ritzah.
Everybody stinks. That's bottom line.
And for different reasons. We stink for the right reason. Wow, this. Mordecai Kasha here. What's going on here? How do you know this whole concept of Masriach, of 3 days? From Har Sinai. We didn't have Torah mitzvahs then, we were Masriach. We didn't have the worry.
We had some Torah mitzvahs.
We had one too. So that made us so worried that our body temperature. Okay, fine. Some people answer like you. Some people answer differently. Dam dahar shom mitzuras.
That was the argument in Moshe Rabbeinu and the Rebbeinu Shalom.
That's it.
That was the argument in Moshe Rabbeinu and the Rebbeinu Shalom.
The what?
Is it 2 days or 3 days?
What? Oh, that was goof of the argument. No, we were asking 4 days and 3 days, not 2 days and 3 days. Even more than 3 days should be tar. Dam dahar shom mitzuras b'shamai. They still say that the dama of a mitzuras is bilach. In other words, a mitzoira, a woman who dam should not be tamei at all because it's yellow, but she became a mitzuras, or it shouldn't be tamei at all because she has 66 days of free dam. It shouldn't be tamei even though it's red. They still say if it's moist, it's tamei. My time in the Beisilal, Omer Yitzchok, La Zochor, Le Rabbis, Mayinoisov. Let's see if I have a thing here. Ooh, I didn't print it out. Okay. Baya. You'll believe me that it says in the pasuk, La Zochor. The question is, it says Zois Toris Hazov, and it says afterwards. That's one pasuk, and then it says no, not that pasuk. It says a niddah and a zov, and then it says la zachar and a keva. It already says niddah, that's an akeva, and it says hazov, that's a zachar. So why do we say la zachar and a keva? So Rabbi Yitzchak says la zachar le rabbis mitzora le mayinoisav, to tell us the halacha that when a mitzora is tamei, everything that all the liquids that come out of his body, his ziva and his miraglaim have a tumah. Then a keva le rabbis mitzoras le, and that comes to include the woman's fluids. My manisel, ilay mashar manisel. If it's stop talking about miraglaim, mizochan afka, that I can learn out from the male. Elo ledama. It comes to say that if a mitzuras sees dam, even yellow, L'tamei dam tahara shelo, that a mitzuras that sees dam that should be tar, and it is tar. It doesn't create a tum in her guf, but it's still a liquid. It's a fluid that came out of her body, and it's mitama. So where do I see this from? From Linakeva. I can't, there's nothing extra here. Why? Because I cannot learn out in a cave from a zachar, because the zachar is more chomer. Anytime you have something that's chomer, I can't learn out one thing from the other. Priya uprima. Rabbi say, remember what this lashon is? Priya uprima. Priya is that you have to let your hair grow out if you're a mitzayra, but only if you're a man. Uprima, you have to wear
Rent your garment.
ripped clothing. Only these three halachas only apply to a man and not to a woman. She's mutar b'tashmish. She doesn't have to wear ripped clothing. She doesn't have to let her hair grow. You cannot learn out in a cave from a zachar. So fakert. We just had a sugi very similar 2 days ago. So if you cannot learn out in a cave from a zachar because the zachar is mochamer, learn out the opposite. The Torah should say by in a cave and learn the chomer zachar from it. But now I would say she doesn't have these chumras. Rabbi Rahman and nevertheless her fluids are tamei zachalei kolchkein. So memela meneini lezachat in the keva. You're right. I don't need it by zachar because I learned out from the keva. So memela, let me put it in the parashiv in the keva. That whole word in the keva. V'mei zachar. V'mei lemeini ledama. So memela, I have an extra word here. Let me use it for a woman who's a tzaraz and she has dam and it's tummy. Ledam and dam ta'arishlo. Obishamai zoch min keva lo yasir. I can't go either way. I can't learn a zachar from in a keva and I can't learn in a keva from a zachar. Why? Each one has a special chumrah. Mal in a keva shekei mitamim ba'oines. We said if a woman jumps up and down, she does jumping jacks, and that causes her to have dam. She's 100% a niddah. But a zachar that does jumping jacks, I'm saying over from the Gemara, jumping, kvitzois, and he sees because of that a ziva, he's tar. So maybe you see a chumrin in a cave, and if you see a chumrin in a cave, I cannot learn out a zachar from in a cave. Let me still say, what are you talking about jumping jacks? Where's jumping jacks? Jumping jacks is a halacha and a zav. We're talking about a mitzayra. You ask me, kasher a mitzayra to a zav? Kaim a mitzayra, parchli mila zav? Or bishamai shum tuma parchi? No, I could. It's all in the par. It's all tamei tuma, and I see that they're more chomer in a certain tuma called ziva, jumping jacks. And maybe over here by mitzayras also. No, I'll tell you why zachar. I can't learn out from the word zachar. I need. It's not extra. It's not an extra word. I have a different drasha. La zachar kol shu zachar ben gadol ben katan. Okay. Ubesil nafkalu mizois teres hazav ben gadol ben katan. The word hazachar, la zachar is extra because this concept of gadol katan are the same. I learn out from the word hazav. The hey hazav means all zavim. Amar Rabbi Yosef. Ki pasha Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish bezav bayachad. That's the shaila. Amazing. So I don't know. I'm milakid. If somebody has this morning, I came up with this list. I didn't see anybody that brings it all down. I was looking maybe Rambam or something. If anybody has more or less, and I wasn't sure about the last halachas here. But anyways, what are the differences between a zav and a zava? Well, number one, if a zav sees a ri on the first day, his halacha is he's like a keri. It's a keri. And a keri, you go to the mikveh that day. Mashenkin, if a zava sees a riyah, she's a zava ktana, and a zava ktana is shimeres yom, meaning she has to keep an entire day of tahara. She can only go to the mikveh the next day. Second halacha is, I don't know if we should go through all this because we don't have time. The second halacha is if you see two times, a zav becomes a zav, a full-fledged zav. He has to wait 7 nikiyim. But in a cave is still in the category of zava ktana, shimeres yom keneged yom. She goes to the mikveh the following day. After 3 riyos, they're both the same, that they have to keep zayin nikiyim, but and they have the difference between a zachar and 2 days and 3 days is the carbon. Now he has to bring a carbon, but he's still tummy. What's important for us, and then we said that a zachar could see 3 riyos in 1 day. You don't need yom ritzufim. Mago masa, maybe we'll get to it soon. If the first day that he has a ziva, if he touches, he becomes tummy, but not if he lifts it. Fine. Now, what's going to get to us? If a zav sees 1 riyah, that's the first thing on the list. Zav sees 1 riyah, he's like a balkari. But a baby boy, up until he's 9 years old, we said yesterday, ziva Keri only starts by what age? 9 years old. That's a pasuk. Halacha Mishim Sinai, we said yesterday. We had a pasuk and we said it's halacha Mishim Sinai, starts from 9 years old. So his first, how do you view the first riyah that he sees? Is it a Keri? What is it? Is it Tameh? Because he cannot be a Balkari. Because it's only 9 years old. We're talking about a 7-year-old here. A boy that's under 9 years old who cannot be a Balkari, his first ziva, what halacha status does it have? We said that at first, a Marigain is nothing. We said the first time a Zav, a Gadol, sees, he's like a Balkari. He's toivel that same day. But a Katan cannot be a Keri. So what do? On the other hand, that's the Gemara. But we know that a Katan that sees 2 times, he becomes a real full-fledged Zav. In order to see 2 times, you need a combination. You need a tziruf. You need what's the word? You need to combine the first riyah with the second riyah. And if the first riyah is nothing, so then you don't have a second riyah. So obviously the first riyah is something. Riyah rishonish zav katan ma'u shetetame b'mago. What kind of halacha status does it have? Zoyser says zav shetetzim min shichva zera. The first riyah is like zera, just a Keri. Since he's under 9 years old, it's not metama riyah nami loy metama. It shouldn't do anything. Since he sees 2 times in a row, it's mitzdaref, then it should be mitama. Omerava tashma zois toris hazav ben gadol ben katan. There's no difference between a gadol and a katan. Ma gadol rishon shlei mitama, av katan rishon nami mitama. So the Gemara is poishet the shayla. In fact, a zav katan that's under 9 years old who sees 1 riyah, it's just as tamei as a gadol. It has the halacha status of a Keri, even though he himself cannot be a Balkari. Have a wonderful day.
What is the deal?
Hold on, Noam.